Today I am going to discuss about the medical surgical nursing 2 for the GNM second years. In that we are going to discuss about the unit 9 and that is nursing management of patient with the musculoskeletal disorders, and in this we are going to discuss about the degenerative conditions. So we are going to discuss about the low back pain. So low back pain, it is the one of the degenerative condition in the musculoskeletal disorder. So everyone will have the back pain. So the low back pain means there is a acute or chronic low back pain. So the back pain can be occur suddenly, otherwise from the long time period the patient will have the back pain. So it is a acute or chronic. So from the long period, otherwise there is a sudden occurrence of the pain in the lower back, and there is a involves the lumbar and the lumbosacral or the sacroiliac areas of the back. So the spinal cord, it consists of 31 segments. So in the 8 is cervical and the 12 is thoracic vertebrae and the 5 is lumbar vertebrae and the 5 is sacral vertebrae and 1 is coccyx. So in this 31 segments there is a lumbar region. So after the thoracic vertebrae, the lumbar vertebrae has to come. So in the lumbar region, so there is a 5 vertebrae in the present in the lumbar region. So the pain can be radiate in the lumbar region. Lumbar region, that is the lower back side. So lower back pain. So lumbosacral, where the lumbar vertebrae and the sacral vertebrae can be meet, there is a area called as lumbosacral. So the lumbosacral, so while sitting there is a severe back pain, and there is a lumbar region and lumbosacral or sacroiliac. So if the patient will have, if the patient is seated, so the patient will have the severe back pain. Sacroiliac region means where the ilium of the pubis or the sacrum can be meet, it is called as sacroiliac area. So in that area the patient will have the severe pain, and this pain can vary from mild to severe. So the back pain can be radiated from the mild to severe. So from the starting it become very mild and it is become very severe, and it can be short lived or long lasting. So only the low back pain can be, it is a short time period, otherwise it is a long time period. It can be the pain, the patient will have the pain for a short time period, otherwise long time period. And the lower back pain is characterized by an uncomfortable or acute pain in the lumbosacral area. So in the lumbosacral area the patient will have the lower back pain, and it is characterized by the uncomfortable or acute pain. So it can be radiated suddenly, or the patient may feel uncomfortable because of severe pain. The patient may feel uncomfort, and there is a acute pain can be present in the lumbosacral area, and it is associated with the severe spasm of the paraspinal muscles. So the muscles which are present around the spinal cord, so the muscles can be contracted involuntarily. So because of the spasm of the spinal muscles, there is a contraction can be occur, involuntary contraction can be occur in the spinal muscles. So there is a involuntary contraction of the muscles, the patient will have the severe pain. So with the severe spasm of the paraspinal muscles, usually with pain and radiating to the lower extremities. So from the lower back to the lower legs can be, the pain can be radiated from the lower back to lower legs. So it is about the definition of the lower back pain. Lower back pain, it is a acute or the sudden acute or chronic low back pain. It can be developed suddenly, or otherwise it can be present from the long lasting period, and there is a, the pain can be involved in the lumbar region or the lumbosacral region or the sacroiliac area. The pain can be vary from mild to severe. So from the starting the pain is become mild and it is and next it can be severe, and it can be short lived or long lasting. It is a short time period, otherwise it is become long period the pain can be occur. Next one is causes of the low back pain. Causes includes injuries. So because of the injury or any accident the lower back pain can be occur. So any fractures can be present in the spinal cord. It is also one of the cause for the low back pain. And osteoporosis. So osteoporosis means there is a easy the bones can be easy to break. So the bones become very weak and it can be easy to break. So if the patient will if the patient is having osteoporosis and they may get low back pain. So there are more chances to get the lower back pain if the patient having osteoporosis, and that patient will have the chances to get the lower back pain. And there is a cancer and metastasis. So if the patient having cancer metastasis means there is a spreading cancer is present, and if the bone cancer is present, and it also one of the cause for the lower back pain. So because of the cancer and it can be spread to the bones, if the metastasis can be occur in the bones, and it is also one of the cause for the low back pain. And there is a inflammatory means inflammatory causes, there is a inflammation also can be occur in the lower back area. And next one is mechanical injuries. So by the motor vehicle accidents like that there is a mechanical injuries. So it is also one of the cause for the low back pain. And the bone disease. So bone diseases like osteoarthritis, so that is bone diseases. So like the diseases can be affect to the patient and it cause the low back pain. So if the patient having any bone diseases like arthritis, so it is also one of the cause for the lower back pain. So the causes includes the injuries, osteoporosis, cancer and metastasis, and inflammatory and the mechanical injuries and the bone diseases. And next one is risk factors. So the risk factors includes the age about the 30 to 40 years. So if the patient having 30 to 40 years, from the 30 to 40 years the patient may get the lower back pain. So the bones become weak after the 30 to 40 years. So because of this age there is a chances to get the low back pain. And the lack of exercises. So there is no exercises, there is no activity can be present in the muscles of the body. So there is no activity can be present in our body. It is also one of the cause for the lower back pain. So continuously sitting or continuously standing, so there is no any activity present in our body, it is also cause the lower back pain. So there is a lack of exercises also cause the lower back pain. So next is the excess weight. So there is a excess weight, it can be mostly because of the weight, heavy weight, there is a more pressure on the back. So it is also one of the cause for the low back pain. So because of the excess weight, heavy weight, it can be more pressure on the back. So it is also one of the cause for the lower back pain. And the diseases. So diseases like osteoarthritis. So it is become bones become very weak and it is easy to break. So because of that conditions the patient may have the low back pain. Diseases like osteoarthritis, and the patient will have the lower back pain. And improper lifting. So if any person is lifting the heavy objects, there is a more pressure should keep on the knees. So there is a maintain the proper body mechanisms during the lifting of heavy objects. So we should not keep more pressure on the back side, and we can keep pressure on the our knees. So we can improper lifting. So improper lifting means there is a lifting of heavy objects while lifting the heavy objects there is a pressure more on the back. So because of this heavy improper lifting there is a cause of lower back pain. So while lifting the heavy objects, and we should keep more pressure on the knees and we should not keep pressure more on the back. And next one is the psychological condition. So psychological condition, if the patient having any depression or anxiety, so like that conditions also like that conditions also will affect the patient to cause the lower back pain. And there is a smoking is also cause the lower back pain. Because of smoking the nutrients can be supplied to the backbone, it cannot be supplied because of the smoking. So the smoking also can cause the lower back pain. So the risk factors includes age more than 30 to 40 years and the lack of exercises and excess weight, diseases, improper lifting and psychological condition and smoking. Next one is pathophysiology. So there is a pathophysiology includes the degeneration of disc. So the loss of function of the disc, degeneration of disc. The disc cannot be work properly. So it lost its function. So there is a degeneration of disc. It's lost the function. And there is a disc protrusion. There is a bulging of the disc. So the disc can be connected to vertebrae. So there is a bulging can be occur in the disc. And next one is cause pressure on nerve roots. So because of the bulging of the disc there is a more pressure can be on the nerve roots. So what are the nerves can be passed through the spinal cord. So the nerve roots can be pressured by the disc protrusion. So bulging of the disc there is a pressure can be over the nerve roots. So because it leads to the back pain. So because of the more pressure on the nerve roots there is a cause the back pain and radiate along with nerve root. So from the nerve root the pain can be radiated and it cause the back pain. So the pathophysiology, degeneration of disc and disc protrusion, it leads to the cause of pressure on nerve roots and it leads to the back pain, radiate along with nerve roots. And there is a clinical manifestations includes the sitting may worsen pain. So while sitting the patient will have the severe pain, and there is a standing or sitting. So if the patient standing also, sitting also, the patient may have the severe pain, and there is a pain may extend from the back into the buttocks or outer hip area. So the pain can be radiated from the lower back pain, lower back from the buttocks to lower legs. So the pain can be radiated from the buttocks to the lower legs. Next one is sciatica. So sciatica, it is nothing but there is a pain can be radiate from the sciatic nerve. So sciatic nerve can be runs from the lower back to the lower legs. So sciatic nerve, it can be run from the lower back to the lower legs. So the sciatic nerve, it can be helped to, there is a sensation can be present in the foot. So it can be sciatic nerve, it can be supplies the sensation of the skin in the foot. So it is a sciatica. Sciatica means there is a pain radiating from the sciatic nerve. Sciatic nerve can be runs from the lower back to the lower legs. So the main function of the sciatic nerve, it supplies the sensation to the foot. And next one is fever. So if the patient having lower back pain, because of the pain the patient may have the high fever and redness or swelling on back. There is a redness can be present at the lumbar region or swelling may be present in the lumbosacral region, that is lower back pain. Next one is numbness or weakness in one or both legs. So there is a numbness means tingling sensation or the pricking sensation or weakness can be present in the both the legs, one or both the legs. There is a tingling sensation can be present, that is called as numbness, or weakness can be present in the both the legs. Next one is loss of bowel and bladder control. So because of this, there is a because of the lower back pain or because of the more pressure on the sciatic nerve, there is no sensation can be present in the bowel and bladder control. So there is a loss of bowel and bladder control, and there is a constant pain particularly at night. So the patient will have the severe lower back pain at the night time. So night time only the patient may have the severe back pain. In the morning also the patient will have the pain, but in the night time the pain is become severe. And next one is sensory perception become affected. So the lower legs can be sensation can be lost. So there is no sensory perception in the lower legs. So there is a sensation can be decreased because of the lower back pain. So it is about the clinical manifestations of the lower back pain. Thank you.